Okay, so hello, and everyone who's watching this, you can follow along with your own tabletop constellation. My name is Megan with the Morphic field, assisted by Hisa of Talisman's Art Tarot. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to switch my camera so you can see my tabletop. And everyone is going to need a tabletop, pieces of paper, and a pen. All right, so we're going to get started. What we're going to do is we're going to get things to literally come to clarity. All right, on a piece of paper, you're going to write me now. So we're going to bring you now into the field. On the top of this piece of paper, you're going to draw an arrow like that. That is the direction in which you now is facing, okay? All right, now we're going to place you now into the field. We're going to place you now just about there. All right, so we're going to be channeling you now. So let's everyone place your hand on the piece of paper representing you now and just start to notice what you're noticing. So drop into your body a little deeper. You're going to start to notice thoughts, feelings, sensations. Notice what's around you. Notice what you're relating to, what's around you. And we're going to take a few moments in silence to really feel into that. Who wants to share what they're noticing? So please unmute yourself.
I have a sharp pain in my right shoulder.
Is there any emotions that are going along with that pain?
Like a nervousness.
Mm-hmm. There's a connection there. Just noticing that for now. You could be anticipating what's about to come up in the field. Anyone else want to share what they're noticing?
Hi, it's Julie. I got a sudden kind of crushing a headache feel that came on pretty quickly.
Can you relate? Can you notice where that's related to something else in the field?
I think it's just a lot of energy, a lot of buzzing in the atmosphere, a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it above you. I'm seeing there's a relationship to what's going on in your head and what's above you. So good observation. So again, whatever there is for you, observe that right now. All right, we're gonna go to the next step. On a piece of paper, you're gonna write, part of me asking to be healed. So part of me asking to be healed. So as of late, especially with what we're going through right now, these parts have been coming out and taking over us at times. So we're looking at the part of me that's asking to be healed. And let's have it come into the field right now. You're going to place this part across from you, looking at me now. So place your hand on this part of you asking to be healed. Again, noticing what shows up, thoughts, feelings, sensations. Notice the age that shows up. And allow this information to come to you. Notice how this part is relating to you now, and we'll take a few moments of silence to feel into that. Again, noticing how she's relating here, she's relating to the environment. Allowing him or her to morph if they're showing you different ages, different time periods. Perhaps they're saying something right now. Who wants to share what shows up for them in the shoes of this part that is asking to be healed?
This is Hisa, and what's coming up for me is a part that's saying, I want to be saved.
How old is she?
It's almost not a, it's almost not from this lifetime.
Okay.
It's something almost like medieval,
Okay.
and it's just begging to be saved.
Mhm. So a karmic occurrence for you here.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep allowing her to show up, or it to show up.
I got a part. This is Laura. The left part of my left eye, and this part is 12 years old, and it's carrying sorrow.
Yeah. So Laura, really feel into that sorrow, allowing that to come up, allowing her to feel that fully right now. And she's safe to feel that fully right now. Is there one more person that wants to share what shows up for them?
I'll share.
Uh-huh.
I will. It's Terry, and I kind of feel like I'm protecting myself. My left shoulder is moving inward, trying to protect myself from something. And I felt it from the beginning when it was just me now as well. It's more intense now.
Okay. Do you know what age you are? This part?
I'm getting 6. I'm getting 6.
Okay. So I'm getting a sense of something that happened, and we'll bring that in just a moment. We'll get more clarity on it. So again, seeing what the field, what this part is wanting to show you right now, and really embodying that, really embracing that, really letting that come to the surface, whatever that is. And before we move to the next step, let's go ahead back to me now, and let's observe how and notice and feel into how me now relates to this part. And notice perhaps this part feels very familiar. Perhaps this part has been showing up lately and driving the bus, if you will. So just notice how you feel about this part. What's your sense of how you've acknowledged this part? What type of relationship do you have with this part? In your own way, say hello to this part. I see you. I see you now. Okay, we're going to go to the next step here. On a piece of paper, we're going to write what happened. And whoever's not muted, if we can have you guys mute your mics. Please, thank you. And we're going to put what happened next to the part of us asking to be healed. So let's have this what happened face part of me that wants to be healed. And let's feel into what happened. And we'll take a few moments to do that. So noticing if they're showing you a scene, if it's showing you a scene, or if there are people involved. Notice the emotions, and we'll just take a few moments to have you feel into what shows up as to what happened. As the field keeps revealing more information, Place your hand on the part of you that is asking to be healed and see how it's responding when what happened shows up. If there is a movement, please allow him or her to make a movement. Who wants to share in the shoes of what happened, what shows up for you?
I would like to share.
Please.
I had actually two ages come up. The first was 7, and then there was another image overlaying it that were at the age of, I guess, 12. I don't remember. I was alone in a foreign country. I was in France, staying with a friend's family. They were French. So I didn't speak French, and I got pretty sick. I was well taken care of, but I do remember being in bed, and so there's a lot of fear around this.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 7, I was in a different country as well. I was in Spain, and my grandma died, and my mom had to leave for that. So there was a lot of fear and insecurity as well. So both images were kind of, I had completely forgotten about that, especially the second one, about this being sick in a foreign country. And well, that's actually kind of how I feel right now, I guess.
Yeah, and this is why the field's showing you that right now. So I feel the fright. I'm seeing you kind of turn, like not knowing what to do or where to go. There's a sense of being alone. There's this scaredness and fright. So Nicole, keep allowing that. It feels like more information's coming up for you around that. So keep seeing that. So keep feeling into what happened in relation to, and you can actually put your hand on what happened and the part of you asking to be healed at the same time, and see
They're
how that
facing
relates.
each other, actually.
Okay, good. Anyone else wants to share what happens when what happened comes into the field for you?
For me, it's my it was in my throat, and I was young. I was quite young, but I just see myself moving backwards, and it's like a real deep terror, like a real just scared beyond belief. What's coming up in terms, I can just see some sort of a room and moving backwards, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you get the sense that there's someone there? That hand that is someone's hand? Or the choking is actually
I think it's the event is stuck in my throat.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I'm actually seeing someone's hand.
Oh, maybe I blocked it out. I'm not sure.
So, and let's feel into that more. Just asking the field to reveal more information about that. So I'm actually feeling like there's someone's hand there. So keep allowing this to show itself, because something's wanting to be seen here. Something's wanting to be acknowledged, okay? So just be with it for right now. Anyone else? We'll go with one more share here as far as what happens when what happened came in.
I felt the same. Actually, I felt a hand strangling my neck.
Okay. And how old are you? How old are you in this part?
I feel like it's 5.
Okay. Do you remember anything else, or what else shows up with what happened?
That's all I'm feeling. I'm getting.
Okay. So for you, I'm getting like this wraparound of your throat.
Yes.
So just again, allowing the field to show more information about that. So it has more of a constricting feeling, like a wraparound feeling.
Yes.
Okay. Keep allowing that to come up. And let's go to the next step here. And again, if there's any more movement here, when we reveal things in the field, when we acknowledge things, when we see things that want to be seen, there is movement. So Please feel into the movement that happens here and take those movements on your own. All right, now let's go to the next step. We're gonna write what is missing. So what is missing that this part is needing, okay? We're gonna put what is missing next to this part. And let's take a few moments to feel into what is missing, noticing what shows up. We'll just take a few moments to do that. Is there emotions or feelings? People? Circumstance? Noticing that? Environment? And then also feeling back into this part of you that is asking to be healed. Does he or she have a movement when what is missing comes in, when what is needed and missing comes in? Allowing these two, what is missing and what is asking to be healed, to have an exchange, to communicate. And perhaps there is a movement for this part of you to look at what is missing and embrace it. And let's make that movement that calls to you. I'm going to add some healing to the field right now as we do that. Perhaps there is an embrace, a touch. Who would like to share what shows up for them in the shoes of what is missing? Who would like to share?
I can share. I felt this scared little girl. What she really was missing is understanding and unconditional love. I don't know if the event or for herself, for myself or what exactly, but when I brought that in, and I mean, first of all, it was painful when I acknowledged that, and that she, and then when I brought in that unconditional love and understanding to her, it was quite emotional. Like it, when I saw an integration, it was very slow and timid, like, because it's been where she just doesn't believe people understand.
Yeah. Yeah. So for you, I feel like it's really important to see this, and then perhaps if there is an integration, and for all of you as well, if there is this movement to see and then perhaps integrate. So integrating by placing what is missing underneath you and see if that feels right, feel that integrated. And then perhaps there's that, and perhaps there is also the movement of looking at it again. And then perhaps there's another movement of integrating again. So see what's there for you. Anyone else want to share?
Megan,
Yeah.
this is Melanie.
Hi.
Having a hard time with the part of me that is asking to be healed. She feels so distant that it's almost like she's not there. And then when I add in what is missing, I get a clear message, which is acknowledgement and wants to be seen. And I feel the vibration of my body of being in that space, but I don't know what I'm relating to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is wanting to be healed.
Yeah. So Melanie, for you, this part feels like she's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring her back down. She feels like she floated away.
Mm.
And she's not even able to be here with us. So for you,
Yeah.
let's bring her back down. So we're gonna talk to her. So let's have her tell her that it's safe to come back down. It's safe to reintegrate in the body. Is she making any movement?
Yes.
Okay. Tell her it's safe. Tell her you're here. Melanie, go ahead and also place your hand back on you now.
Okay.
Okay. Tell this part of you how old you are. Say it out loud.
I'm 41 years old.
Say we're 41 years old.
We're 41 years old.
And I can take care of you now.
I can take care of you now.
You are safe.
We're safe.
And it is safe to come back down.
It is safe to come back down.
I'm here for you now.
I'm here for you now.
Yeah. So let's just let her receive that. Okay, so it feels like she's looking around a little bit. Feels like she's on a balloon and she's on the string and we're just pulling her back down.
Yeah, when I went to what happened, she got her angel wings. That was the only information I got. She got wings and she flew away.
Yeah. It feels like she was with the angels, assisted with the angels. So we're asking this part to come back now.
Mm.
Let's give her a place to land. Let's give her, let's see what she needs. Let's feel into what is missing, what she needs. And let's feel, for you, Melanie, you may want to change these words. It actually feels like what she needs.
Okay. That feels good.
Yeah. So let's have her look at what she needs.
Mm.
And what do you notice when she looks at what she needs? What shows up?
She wants to be received.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
there's
old is she?
arms, there's a grasp, there's a hug.
Yeah. Hold her tight.
She's really little.
Yeah, she's really little. She also, I'm seeing a teddy bear as well. So give her that teddy bear
Okay.
and hold her. Tell her she doesn't have to float away anymore.
Okay.
She can be safe with you. Okay, so just be with her. Just be with her for now.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next step here. So let's have this part of you looking this direction. We're gonna put in my soul. So we're gonna have your soul come in, excuse me. I'm going to move this healing over here. We're gonna place my soul right here. And let's feel into your soul. Let's just take a few moments to feel how your soul feels. Standing in the shoes of your soul. To really embody that feeling of your soul. Feel the knowledge. Feel the perspective. Feel the support. The support and perspective. Awareness. Depth. Lightness. Fullness. Now place your hand back on the part of you asking to be healed. Have this part of you look at your soul. What happens to this part of you asking to be healed when he or she looks at your soul? Perhaps this part, perhaps he or she wants to take a little closer look. Maybe she's curious. Who wants to share what happens when your soul comes in?
I do. It feels distant. I think something is still stuck in the step before, and I would like some help.
Okay. So where?
I don't know. There's still this thing that's missing that feels. Okay. I think here's the thing. It's like I don't really know what was missing. I thought it was understanding, like what Julie stated. But it seems there also is trust.
So when I'm feeling into this part of you, so the words that are coming out of your mouth are coming from this part of you, and it's an I don't know what. So back 6, 7 when this happened,
Mhm.
there was an I don't know what's missing. I don't know what I need. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just getting present to the part of you that's coming out right now, which is this part. Getting present to that she's actually talking right now. And really getting present to that. Okay, so just feeling into that. This part doesn't know what to do. This part doesn't know what happened. She's young, she's 6, she's 7 years old. And she's kind of stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's place our hand on what's missing. Is there any shift for you there? What shows up?
Can't name it.
Mm-hmm. So asking the field to give us more information on what is needed, what is missing. Okay, so the field's saying love.
Ouch.
The field is saying compassion, like love and compassion.
Okay. That sounds right.
How does that feel? So feel into that, Nicole. Feel into what is missing. Because that was, Nicole, that was really missing. It was so missing it didn't come up for a while. And you as this part of you that is asking to be healed couldn't see it because it was so, that 6 or 7-year-old was so without that.
Yes.
So I want this part of you to see love and compassion over here. So what's showing up for me right now, or in the shoes of what is missing, is a maternal figure who's loving, and she has her arms outstretched to you, about to give you the biggest, softest hug. Her heart is just bursting open, compassion. Do you see her? You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can she hold you? Can she hug
It
you?
looks like Amma to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hug her, hold her, let her hold you. Be with that. Feel the energy exchange there. Feel the love exchange. So I'm placing my hand on both of you guys, both the pieces of paper, and feeling that exchange. Keep receiving that. This is your healing right here. Nicole, keep receiving that.
Yes.
Is there anyone else that wants to share what happens when their soul comes into the field? And part of you asking to be healed looks at the soul, or your soul.
Just feel tired.
Is it the part of you feels tired? Part of you asking to be healed? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yes.
Yes. Just tired. So tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
What is your? So it feels like you want to tell your soul that I'm tired.
Okay. I'm tired.
Yeah. So when you stand in the shoes of your soul, what is your soul telling you? This part asking to be healed. What does your soul say?
When I connect in, all I see is like beautiful strength, wholeness. I don't have many messages or feelings
Yeah.
for the soul.
Yeah. So I'm hearing from your soul to I am your strength. I am your resource. Tap into me. Let's have your soul take a step towards you. That's okay.
Okay.
Just a step here. Just have them look at one another. Let's have your soul take another step. So it's touching, embracing the part of you asking to be healed.
That feels better.
Yeah. And I would actually, let's have you just overlap or just very much touch so that you are embracing. And actually feels like becoming one. The message from your soul is to rest into it. You are one. So I'm gonna I'm gonna place this candle of healing here. I'm gonna have you hold that part of you asking to be healed. I'm gonna have you hold that. And I'm gonna ask the angels if we can have some support here and integrating this healing. So there's a lot of okay, let me feel into this. So there's some dark energy right now leaving your field. Asking the angels to push that out. Only love and light. Only love and light is allowed in this part, in this field. Anything else has to leave right now. Anything has to leave right now, has to go directly to source. Leaving the field right now. Anything else that's not love and light. Emotions, mental, spiritually, physically. Environment has to leave. Your soul will take care of you now. Okay, so keep being with that. Okay, we're going to go to the next step. And you guys can all mute your microphones again, please. All right, so we're going to add, well, they just showed up. Guess what? We're going to add angels of healing and support. They already showed up. We're going to ask for some more. So the angels of healing and support that can support us for our greatest good. And let's place the angels over here. And let's bring in some powerhouses here. So angels of healing and support. And let's feel into them. So let's feel into this for a few moments, noticing who shows up for you. We'll also ask our guides as well to show up, ascended masters, angels of healing and support. There's some archangels that want to join us. Looks like there are. Anyone else who can join us from the other side? It looks like some ancestors standing in their strength and supporting us are showing up. Anyone else from the other side who has our greatest good and can support us, and especially this part at this time? Anyone else showing up in the field, please, helpers? Okay. Let's make some space for everyone. There's a lot showing up. Okay, let's feel back into this part of you asking to be healed. And you can place one hand on the part of you asking to be healed and one hand on the angels of healing and support, and feel how that feels. Notice if there's an energy exchange, some healing, some support. Receive that. Who wants to share what happens when angels of healing and support come in? Anyone want to share?
I think the reason that I've been silent is because it's very healing.
Yeah.
And I'm receiving.
Okay, I get that. Thank you. Thank you for communicating that. So it feels like we are still receiving. So let's just feel into this more. Feels like there's a lot of healing and support and healing, a lot of healing going on. So keep receiving that. I also want you to check in, so you can place your hand on angels of healing and support, this part of you, and also feel into you now. Feel you now, receiving that too. Okay, so this part of you asking to be healed and you now are both receiving this. So it feels like we'll just sit in silence for a few moments to receive. Still asking the angels if there's anything, and the archangels, if there's anything of darkness that does not of pure love and light, to be removed from the field right now and taken directly to source, to be recycled. Thank you. So feel them working on you, in your body, on many different levels and layers. Feel them working, bringing the love and light. Also feel into what happened over here, which we can actually, and I encourage you to do this right now. So instead of, we can cross out what is missing, because this is turned into what it is that was missing. So if you want to cross that out on whatever that is for you, if that's love, compassion, touch, holding, acknowledgement, attention, because it's no longer missing anymore. So please write that. And again, if you want that to, if that's also integrating as part of the movement, part of the healing, please do that now. We will continue to receive this healing throughout the rest of this constellation and afterwards as well. It feels like this healing will be rippling out. So it's also, reframing, cleaning up our past experiences. So we're cleaning up and getting lots released, a lot is released, and then also the effect will also go on to others as well. The healing is for us for right now, and we'll spread. All right, let's go to the next step here. We're going to place on, we're going to write on a piece of paper resources. Okay, we're going to write resources, and then let's place resources into the field so resources can show up differently for everyone. And I want you to continue to write. We're going to place resources. We're just going to do this. We're going to just kind of squeeze resources in there. Okay, so we're going to bump this up a notch. Resources could be, and let's feel into your fields. So I'm seeing love again. So I'm just going to write this on here. Love. Write this, what this is for you. I'm hearing the similar words to what we were doing over there. Love, attention. Something about like respect. Respect, like deservedness. That's not exactly the right word. Let me hear it. Worthiness is what it is. Who else wants to share? Please share what happened and then what your resources are, what you want to add to the field.
I'm adding evolution or growth.
Okay.
As a resource.
Okay. And then as you're adding these resources, noticing how this part of you is responding. There may be a growing of age. So this part that was stuck in time in that trauma, unaware, without what it had, now it's reintegrating, it's getting older. So it's making movement, it's healing. So just notice, observe how this part is morphing. Who else wants to share what they've added? Resources.
Something about the path will be shown, the increased intuition or somehow guidance of I see a path that's being lit up as I walk.
Yeah, so you're just pulling in your future self in here. So guided and like, it's trust, but it's almost like beyond trust. It's just is.
Divinely guided.
Divinely, thank you. Anyone else want to share?
All of a sudden I had a picture of an angel with a candle showing me the way.
Yeah. Like a boom, there's the spot. You can't miss it. Can't miss that angel holding the candle. Yeah. Anyone else?
Light.
Light. I hear truth as well. And I'm hearing a lot of guidance. There's also this freedom too. And then the sense of whole and complete.
You know what came up for me, if I may share?
Mm-hmm.
I wrote on here, the right resources, and then it just came to me, absolutely what you need will come when you need it. Just have complete trust and faith.
Yeah.
It's the right resources. You don't need to worry. It will just be right.
So those feel like your angels and guides speaking to you? Yeah. In conjunction with your soul, truth, guidance. Listen to them. Yeah. And let's go back to angels of healing and support. Notice how when you feel into angels of healing and support, notice how they've always been there for you. Feel that sense of time. Notice their support and perspective. So I want you to turn this part of you asking to be healed. And if me now is there, but if you want to also really have me now look at these angels of healing and support. So I want you to ask these angels internally to continue to heal and support you. So ask for that now. If we don't ask, they won't help. They will be here in the background. But it's when we really ask that we really get their help and their guidance. And let's take out the word help and really get their guidance and healing and support. So tell them you will ask. Tell them I see you now. I really see you now. Okay, when you're complete with that, let's look back again at resources. And let's actually look at all three. So let's look at my soul. Let's look at your resources. Let's look at the angels of healing and support. If there is an integration here, perhaps there's an integration of your soul with the part of you asking to be healed. Perhaps there's an integration of resources. So perhaps we want to do resources underneath part of me asking to be healed. Let's see how that feels. That feels good. Perhaps my soul would like to be underneath here. Let's integrate that. Feel into all three. My soul, these resources, part of me asking to be healed. Have that integrate into your body right now. And if it wasn't time before, these, what you needed, that you now have, integrate that. Again, feeling into all the integration here. Just take a moment to do that while still receiving healing and support from the angels. Okay, so let's ask these angels to support us from behind. Let's feel if these angels are willing to do that, because we're about to turn around right here. So let's ask them. Let's hear the angels' response. Sounds like they're willing to do it. So let's actually place them there. We're partners through this, just acknowledging that. Perhaps thank you for being my partner in this is there for you. A recognition at the soul level. Just receive that information. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and turn around this part of you asking to be healed that is integrated with my soul, with your resources and what this part needed to heal. And let's have it look at you now with the support of the angels of healing and support behind you, behind here, this integrated part. So feeling into you now and this integrated part. Just notice what's there. So we're going to get some added assistance for this step. So if you feel it is right, please integrate this part with your soul and the resources with you now. So we integrate by placing everything together. And let's feel into that integration. Feeling the depthness of it, the fullness of it, allowing that to integrate. We'll just take a few moments of silence to allow that to happen. And I feel like what happened is making a movement. As we do this. Building into the field, it looks like what happened is making the movement towards back to source. So I have my candle here for source. If you have an object or a candle, or you can write source on a piece of paper. And let's have what happened plug back into source. And it feels like when we do that, those involved with what happened are also getting this healing at a deeper level. And not just those who were involved. This is relating, I'm seeing on many different levels, socially, culturally, ties, stories, things that have been wanting to be healed, events can now receive healing. Some of that being recycled. All right, guys, we just have a few more moments. I lost track of time there. We have a few more moments. Who wants to give some last words on how that feels to integrate fully and receiving? And again, if you want the angels to be, okay, I'm hearing one last step. So let's, if this calls to you, place the angels of healing and support behind you so that they can support you as you go on your future. So this is to be the path to your, and it was already actually brought into the field, your future self out here. So as we look into the future, we have this healing behind us and beside us. So feel how that feels to have this clear space in front of you as you're taking steps. And we'll just take one step just to feel that. Okay, so we'll take, it's 7 o'clock, we'll take a few shares here. Anyone want to say a few words here?
I'm not quite sure whether it has fully integrated. It feels like it might take the night for it.
Yes.
How things happen for me very often. So I'm kind of, what was really important was kind of the angels and the soul did a long conversation together. That was like an extra step that kind of happened for me. and it was very beautiful. I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Thank you, Nicole. And please light, it feels like lighting a candle tonight to really bring that extra oomph of healing for you, okay?
Mhm.
Please do that. Anyone else want to share?
I had a nice exchange with the angels, just a very healing and wonderful experience. I just want to acknowledge that.
Thank you. Okay, I think we'll have one more person share. Are we all speechless? We're all integrating. I know a lot of us are still integrating, and we're still receiving a lot of healing. So I get that. Anyone else? One last person.
I grabbed a hold of my angel candle and I had my hand, this is Melanie, placed on the little me and then me now, and it just felt like everything came together. It was just so much receiving of light and with this real sense of wholeness. It still feels really beautiful.
Yeah. And keep allowing and resting in this integration, okay? So there's not work to be done. It's resting into this integration. So rest into the angels of healing and support. Feel them behind you, supporting you, holding you. Feel them beside you as well. Feel them all around you. And we'll ask the archangels to circle us as well as we integrate and heal right now. We need some extra TLC and support and protection. All right, guys, I think we're going to end this constellation here. And give me a second to flip my camera and get back into the computer world. Thank you, guys. Especially thanks to all of you. Thanks to the new people for braving it. Thanks to my regulars for showing up so frequently. I love you guys, all of you guys. Again, we do this every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Pacific time. We're starting week 2 of the coronavirus through support through the coronavirus, and now it's called Through the Awakening. And so every Monday and Thursday at 6 o'clock, we're doing really powerful Zoom sessions. Last week Monday we did a future self, and our future self was in the field today. And then, so we'll be doing a session tomorrow at 6 o'clock. You've missed a week, but you can still get the replays and still join us. It's only $39 a month for the full time. I'm still offering through March a special of $95 for one-on-one Zoom sessions. They're normally $190. So please reach out to me if you guys want to do a one-on-one work with me. Tabletop Constellation, very powerful work. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay healthy.